most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, Mike Keena's physical therapist assistant,
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
and together we're the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Mike. Mike is filling in for Bob today. He's got the day off. We're more than happy to have Mike here. He's going to do an outstanding job. He's going to show me up a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So,
Today's video, best exercises for sciatica from bulging disc in addition to spinal stenosis or spondylolisthesis. I can say that word, Bob can't.
yeah, that's a tough one. But yeah, this is a tough one, and we're going to go into some detail if you have the combination so you understand it and hopefully treat it with great success. But before we go any further,
make sure to check us out on all our social media platforms, on Instagram and Twitter for 60-second version of us. Check us out on Facebook. Tomorrow we'll have a giveaway pinned up on there, and you can go to bobandbrad.com to enter the giveaway.
outstanding job, Mike. Plus, we got the TikTok version too, don't we?
Oh, TikTok as well. You dance a little.
And also, we have...
We have Jake here. I injured his back playing pickleball yesterday. I broke him, so he's going to be in the video a little later. Don't mind him.
Okay. So he's going to be part of it. He's going to be very helpful with this video. So the problem is a spine. You got back pain. And we've had a number of viewers comment on this over the years, and we never went through and did a video on it because it's not a real easy diagnosis to approach. So here's a scenario. Here we got a model of a bulging disc at L3. Let's say you have a bulging disc. The location's not that critical, but also at a different level, you're diagnosed with stenosis.
So it's an L4 right below it.
Right.
So you got the opposites.
Well, yeah, and that might be a little confusing,
yes,
but we'll explain it just a little bit. A bulging disc, let's just look at a bulging disc. The disc here, the red, represents the bulging disc. And what happens is that disc bulges out and pushes into that yellow
nerve root.
So
that causes pain.
Exactly. And the pain will go down the leg because that's where that nerve goes. So let's show how this works a little bit. We have, this will be L4, this will be L3.
And this will be your disc.
Right. Now the disc has fluid in the middle, and the outside has the annulus is called, is the area that, or the wall that holds in the fluid, and it allows your disc to have some fluidity, or it actually can be a shock absorber, and it allows you to bend, flex, and rotate. Now, if you have a bulging disc, right through here is the spinal cord, and your nerves come out, which you can't see, but we can see the disc bulge. Now, we can show you some exercises which include extension of the back. Why don't you show extension, Mike?
So just straightening, going backwards is extending of the back this way.
Now, you can do that laying down or lying down on the floor, which we'll show you in just a second, and that can help get that bulge to come in sometimes. Now, typically that's the motion that happens. It's an extension, whether it's lying or standing. But let's look at stenosis. So here, stenosis, can you point to?
Right in here.
Right where that nerve exits through this called the foramen. Now, let's go up here. It's the same, just a different level.
You can see it here easily.
All right. Now, right where Mike is pointing, stenosis means that foramen is getting smaller, and there could be a number of reasons. There could be scar tissue. There could be some bone spurs.
So the area that opens up here is getting smaller and compressing on the nerve root.
Exactly. If you have spondylolisthesis like I do, the reason that hole gets smaller is because your disc is disintegrating or gone.
And your vertebrae is typically slid in a different position, so it's actually grinding and uncomfortable.
Now, here's the thing with stenosis or spondy. If you bend backwards or extend, that is painful.
So, helps bulging disc, makes spondylolisthesis typically worse.
Right. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
If you have a bulging disc, extending, whether you're lying or standing, typically can help it, depending on where you're at. But stenosis or spondy, that makes it worse. So what do? Do you extend or do you flex?
You kind of try which feels best for you, and we'll show you some exercises. And if that doesn't work, then we'll get into some other options.
Yep. Okay. Let's demonstrate.
Sure. What are we doing first? Flexion?
Yep.
All right, so the first one would be to flex it. So this would be for stenosis, spondylolisthesis, something like that. So all you're going to do is bring both knees towards your chest. You can grab with your hands and just go what's comfortable. If you can only do this much, stop here. If you can handle more, you can press a little towards your chest. If this feels good, meaning your pain is getting better, if your pain's referring down your legs, that's getting worse. If it's coming back up and more towards your back, getting better. So typically try and do which feels best. So if this feels good for your diagnosis, then try this one.
Now, if you do that and the first time you're not sure if it's getting better, do it up to 10 repetitions and monitor it. If it's feeling better in your leg, if you do have leg pain associated with it, and clearly the leg pain is better, everything is feeling better, that may be an exercise you're going to do. If you can't tell if it's feeling better or worse, or it's clearly getting worse, then you're going to stop and roll over on your stomach.
Yeah, and you don't have to have your legs crossed. I just kind of do.
Yep, that's
it's comfortable. The opposite version, if this feels better, so this would help a bulging disc going into some form of extension. If it's really painful, you can just go on your elbows like this to start. I'm laying funny because I'm on my pack right now, my mic pack. But you can use your arms to push up and feel what's comfortable. If this doesn't hurt, feels better, you can go full range, feels good, stay there. If it doesn't feel good, you can only do partial range, just stop there. You can just do little mini press-ups to start, or you can even just sit prone on your elbows.
Well, we're not really sit.
Well,
but I want to mention the waistline or the belt line stays glued to the floor, if you will. That's important. Show the wrong way to do that, Mike, where you actually, yep.
So now my front of my pelvis is off the mat.
Go on your knees instead of your toes. Yeah, that's probably more common.
So people try to do this like a push-up almost.
Yep.
Keep it all flat, keep it all down there, and just push up what's comfortable.
Now, what probably or may be a strong possibility is you lie on your back, pull your knees to your chest. It doesn't feel much better. Maybe the leg pain's worse, whatever. It's not doing well. You roll over to your stomach and you do press-ups, and it still doesn't feel good. That is not an unusual scenario. So what do you do? Both of these things aren't working. Then we're going to go to traction or decompression.
Yeah.
So here's how it's going to work. If we look at a bulging disc and you put some traction, in other words, you pull the discs apart from the weight. We're going to use the weight from two different forms. It pulls apart. It allows the bulge to go back in.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. If you have stenosis, remember in stenosis, the foramen is too small, pinching the nerve, and if we pull the spine apart, we're going to exaggerate. See how it opens the spine? So you can achieve both things
at the same time. Right,
with traction. So there's two ways to do it.
We have
three ways, actually.
Jeez.
3 ways. One way, that's what Jake is doing here. We can use a teeter, inversion table. However, you don't have to use this, and obviously you have to have one. They're a little expensive. So you can do two other things that you can simply do. This one you can do at home. You just need 2 chairs.
2 chairs, equal height, as long as you can get in this position comfortably. All you do is get them even, make sure they're sturdy, and you want to put pressure through your arms and try to get your knees off the ground. If you need to keep your feet, your toes on the ground to balance, go ahead. But this kind of decompresses the spine a bit. It's an easy way. You can also do if you have a countertop that's cornered. You can kind of do it there as well if you don't have the shoulder range.
One thing that's really critical on this is you'll learn is the mistake that my patients will do is they'll tighten up their stomach muscles, and that will not allow the decompression in the spine.
Yeah, it'll actually make you flex your abs, and then my spine is actually rounded right now, so you got to relax and keep it straight.
So this one does take some strength in your arms and shoulders.
Yep.
If you can get the right height of the chairs, and depending on how tall you are, if you can do this, great. Learn to relax your stomach muscles. The other way is if you have a pull-up bar, or we're going to use the hanging handles to use your body weight. overhead. So a pull-up bar will work just fine. Mike's on our hanging handles. This works really well.
This is an easy to reach height as well. I'm not jumping up high. So you could start and just slowly bring down. If your pain starts to get more centralized, meaning the pain's going from down your leg up your back more, that's good. So you can keep sinking. Eventually you can walk your feet out. You can just hang like this. This is decompressing my spine. You can lift your feet up. Don't want to go too high because then you're actually going to round your spine. But this is just another option for traction. If you have trouble hanging this long, just keep your feet down. It's fine. I'm still getting some decompression in my spine doing it this
You
way.
will know this is the right thing or this is when you do it, the pain drops immediately. When you start that decompression, that traction, the pain should clearly go down.
Yes.
And then as you hang there, you leave it and it feels good. And then when you let go like Mike did, continue to monitor it and walk around. And as long as the pain drops while you're doing the exercise or the decompression and it stays gone for the next half hour or whatever, then you're going to do this on a regular basis. If you do it, feels good while you're hanging, but 5 minutes later it made it worse, I would not anticipate that, but it could, then you would not want to continue it.
Yeah, this is just you have to pick which exercise of all these seems to benefit you, because there's not a right and wrong answer for everyone. Everyone's going to be different,
Right.
depending on how bad their back is.
Again, this is a challenging one. This is one that you probably may need to see a therapist, but you can try these if you're cautious.
Mm-hmm. This would be probably more for the younger person that injured their back versus, the 80, 90-year-old person.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if both of these seem to help, the inversion table may be a good option because they work quite well. Jake's not mic'd up, so you can't hear him talk. Well, you might be able to. But actually, Jake has back pain. He just hurt himself. Was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yep. So we wanted to try him on the inversion table to see if it helped. And we've already worked with him on it. It's the first day on it. And he's had relief. Are you doing okay yet? 15 minutes ago, we were going through and instructing him how to use this because it takes a little bit of practice. You want to show him how we got him all set up on this teeter inversion table. If you want an inversion table, we do recommend teeter because they're built well. We like them. I'm sure you'll be happy with them.
I think we even have a discount code for him too.
Yeah,
so if you want one, look down below in the description.
Go ahead. Let's. He's gonna get it so that. Now we went through. We're not going to talk about how to use this specifically. We have 6 other videos on inversion tables, Bob and Brad inversion table, and they'll go through how to use them specifically. And go ahead and tilt backwards. Once you get it adjusted right, you're in very good control. And now, instead of the body hanging like on the wall, the weight of the chest and the arms and the head are going to use for the traction or the decompression of the spine. How you doing, Jake? Feels good? Thumbs up? Now, I have it limited, so it's not a full inversion, which I recommend. I don't like full inversion. I think there's some problems with that. If you do have glaucoma, heart problems, if you had a stroke, things like that, you should talk to your doctor before you use one of these to make sure you're safe with that. If there's any outlying conditions or what do we call that? Comorbidities. How you doing? And you may hang there. Now, we've done this before. He responded very well to it before, so we're going to leave him hang there for a little bit. And we could adjust this a little steeper. I would never go longer than 5 minutes the first time. As a matter of fact, 1 or 2 minutes is good enough.
Yeah.
I did this for 5 or 10 minutes because I used to use one. And I had a headache for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
too much too soon. You feel you're okay, your head, nothing, no dizziness. And that's what you want to monitor. Everything feels comfortable. Your back pain should drop down as you're on it, just like on the hanging handles. And then make sure after you're there for a couple minutes, can you get back up, Jake?
Slowly come up. And you typically want to get kind of level for a while before you go all the way up.
Right.
Because your blood pressure kind of has to equalize. All the blood was going to your head, so now you have to get it more centralized.
Right.
And then go up, you'll feel better.
And can you go the rest of the way? Now that's a perfect demonstration of use. And why don't you hop out of there?
He can't bend over to get the
his back is still bothering him fairly well. So, but normally you can do that very easily. How are you doing, Jake, when you walk? Is it same, better, or worse than what it was?
It's a little better.
It's a little better. So it was Same, better, or worse while you're hanging?
It was same or better.
Okay, same or better, and it's still better, worse, or the same?
I'd say it's better.
Better. Okay.
Yes.
So you gotta, I'm not trying to lead them on as a thing.
Yeah.
As a therapist, you want to say it's better, isn't it? But anyways, so that's how you work the inversion table. They work great. Again, do the other inversion or the other decompression methods first. If they work, then this might be worth getting.
Those chairs are free, and the handles are pretty cheap if you want the handles. Compared to this is a bit pricey, but it's definitely worth it if you need it.
Right. As well as with the teeter, you can return it with a full refund within 60 days of purchase.
Yes.
You have to pay for the shipping, evidently, it's my understanding. So there's a cost there, but it's not like you're stuck with it. So they're a good company, good table. So a complicated diagnosis. This is the options that we're giving you today. So again, Mike, how are we going to finish this out?
We can fix just about anything
Except for
a broken heart.
yeah. And
Do you think if we teeter it?
no.
If we
No,
just
this
teeter
is
your heart?
no,
Oh.
we're not going there.
I'm trying.
Take care.